Welcome back to another episode of Boss Babe Brews. Today we are joined by Dr. Deb.
Hello.
Again.
Dr. Deborah Brown.
She's just so smart and we just love all of her information.
And she's our local therapist. We love her.
Yeah. Resident therapist.
Yeah. I'd like to shout out that the cafe, we are decorating and we have new decor in it for the holiday season. And I have S on for self-esteem. Just kidding. It's for my husband, Scotty. But we have a lot of new decor in here. We have coffee flights, just the regular coffee flights right now. We also have the, what are they called? Gelato flights. They're going to be available. A lot of new holiday drinks and stuff like that. That's about all that's been going on. And I would just like to say, too, that in an upcoming episode with Dr. Deborah Brown, we're going to talk about surviving the holidays with your family. Be sure to tune in to that show, and we will let you know when that airs.
I'll have to talk about it and then rewatch it.
Mm-hmm.
And we're also going to do the subtitle of Not This Year. We are not doing the same thing this year that we've done every year with our families, which just get stressed out about it.
Yeah.
Not this year.
I definitely get stressed out.
But before we worry about stressing with the families, we're going to worry about some self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So we'll be right back.
Okay, so we're back. Can you stop?
No. I'm immature.
Dr. Deb, you can take the lead on this.
So we picked this topic because self-esteem is one of those things that everybody needs a little boost on once in a while, right? Even those of us who are super confident, super successful, super happy, everybody needs to remember to keep their self-esteem boosted. So I wanted to talk about 5 little tips and tricks to help everyone do that.
Thank you. I'm excited. Even though I'm confident in myself and I still have self-esteem issues.
How much of the time are you confident and how much are you not?
I'm confident 10% of the time and not confident 90%.
Oh.
Just kidding. No, I'm good. I think I'm confident. I mean, for the most part, I think as I've gotten older, I'm not going to say my age. I never do. But as I'm in my whatever age I'm in, it's taken me a long time to get here. And I don't really do filters or anything like that on social media. I am who I am. I say what I want to say. And I don't know. I think at this point in my life, I'm confident in my skin. And if you like me, you like me. You don't, you don't. Bye.
It's a beautiful example of authenticity. Authenticity is where you're just you unapologetically. And that's a goal. Mm-hmm. But it's not always perfect all the time, right? We sometimes need a little polish. So I want to give you 5 little tricks today to remind you of who the hell you are.
Oh, I love that.
So Number one is I need you to look at your perspective on life. And I'm going to ask you a question, Marlena. Is the world a good place or a bad place? What do you believe?
I think it's how you look at it and how you make it. Because if you're constantly so negative, everything's going to come back and be negative towards you.
It's a perfect
it's the energy you put out
to explain it. Absolutely. That's what perspective is. Perspective is where you decide how you're going to view the world. And this is a hard one because a lot of bad things happen to us. A lot of things are super hard in the world. And you have to decide that the world is basically a good place, but bad things happen.
Right.
We're all going to have suffering.
Isn't that sort of like the same thing as you create the energy that surrounds you? So if you're always negative and always look at everything negative, I feel like just even scrolling on social media, I feel like all the crappy and sad posts pop up and stuff like that.
Yes.
But I always look at comedy and happy stuff, and I always get all the goofy videos. And once in a while, sad stuff pops up. But I feel like every morning I get up, I always try to look at it. It's going to be a good day today. And I feel like that's the energy that I have with my customers and with the cafe. Every day, as you said, is not going to be perfect. But I feel like if you push out more positive energy, I feel like it stays with you, if that makes sense.
It does. And what if you stopped doing that? What if you instead woke up and went, everything is hard, everything is heavy, I'm worried about this and that, which is what a lot of people do. This is why I have a job and why I have a practice filled with patients is because we get lost in a negative perspective. And then when you start to believe everything is negative, it starts to seem that way. You really see it. And then it affects how you are.
Right.
Because people start going, why me? It's not fair. My life sucks. How many times do you hear that from people?
Yeah.
And that's a negative perspective that really hurts your self-esteem because then you believe that you're this dark shadow trudging through the world. And there are definitely times when we need to acknowledge that we're stuck in that. And that's kind of what a good description of mental illness is I'm so lost in a negative perspective that I can't see who I am anymore.
Right.
So mind your perspective every day. And you guys both have really healthy perspectives. And I think that's why you attract so many people to you is because people love being near that. It's being near a fireplace.
Yeah.
Usually those people are the ones that I feel like they don't surround themselves with as many other people, like our friends, or they just stick with who they're more comfortable with, if that makes sense. And then like if you're in a relationship with somebody like that, I feel like eventually you start pulling the light out of the other person that's always has a good perspective.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
And it brings them down. I get like really crappy once a month when my period's on the way. I get like my self-esteem doesn't feel too good about myself.
You have to fight your perspective harder on those days.
I do on those days.
Right. So I'm going to ask everybody, think about what your perspective was this morning. What did you wake up thinking and what did you carry through the day? And work on it. And it's not perfect. You're going to have bad days and we're all going to have bad days. But if you're stuck in a lot of bad days, you could have a perspective problem or maybe even a depressive or anxious problem. And that's a whole different thing.
They need to get a hold of your they need to get a hold of your business. They can talk to your therapist.
They can call Brownstone.
Yeah, there you go.
Brownstone does telehealth throughout New Jersey.
Telehealth is amazing with you.
And it's wonderful. It really helps. So number two is my favorite. I tell everybody this. It's on every episode of my podcast. I say it with every patient I ever see. Self-talk. What is the voice inside your head telling you? One of the principal elements in developing self-esteem as an adult or maintaining good self-esteem is what you say to yourself every single day about yourself. So when you look in the mirror and go, damn, I'm killing it today, right? Or you look in the mirror and go, oh my God, everybody's going to look at my butt today. Oh my God, I'm so ugly without makeup. Oh my God, I'm such a failure. I'm not as pretty as she is, or I'm not as rich as he is. That self-talk creates such a negative part of our self-esteem. So I want you to think about that little voice is in your head all day. It's in there running and talking. What is it saying? And you have control over it. But think of it this way. Your self-talk is a synthesis of everything you've ever heard in your life. Every negative message, every media thing that you've seen that's told you that you're not good enough, every person you've ever compared yourself to, it all lives in your self-talk. So you have to work really hard to make sure you're finding the good voices and hearing those.
Right.
Do either of you ever struggle with sort of a message that you give yourself that's negative that you have to chase out of your brain?
Oh, yeah.
I do.
Or like if I don't wear makeup some days, you know, when you're like, I'm not wearing makeup today. I think I look fine. And then you show up and then your mom's like, ew, did you even put on makeup today? Or ew, what's wrong with your face? You do it all the time.
Or I won't wear makeup and they say, oh, do you not feel good today?
Yeah, all the time at the
No
register.
makeup,
Or they'll be
bitch.
like, oh, are you sad? No, I just don't have on makeup.
This is just my
makeup.
actual face.
Yeah.
People don't get that some of us look
Sometimes
a little different without
things
makeup.
people like say out loud. I'm like, you could have like kept that in your head this morning.
I didn't need to hear that.
Like you don't need to like say it out loud.
But the secret is not to absorb it, right?
Yeah.
Is if mom says like, what's wrong with your face today? For you to be able to bring your self-talk out and go, I decided this morning that I wasn't wearing makeup and I feel really good about it.
Yeah.
And it sounds silly to think about that talk as anything other than just babble in your head, but it is so not. It is the thing that drives you through your day.
Oh, yeah.
Mine
So
is
pay
negative
attention.
reviews. Negative reviews, when a lot of them are not real or fabricated, it chaps my ass.
Right. But does it affect what you think about yourself?
Oh, not myself. Well,
Okay.
yeah, sometimes. I mean, if they're like,
Well, me, if people say like that I'm rude at the register or if I'm like not nice, then I take it and I'm like, I am a nice person. Like I know I am. And I like talk to everybody. I try my best to make everybody feel welcome.
Yeah.
But you just have to make sure that you're being as kind to yourself as, because people outside of you are not always going to be.
Right.
So that's why that one's important.
That's for sure.
Number 3, how you talk about yourself in front of other people matters, right?
That's a big one.
That's a big one. So I know people that they'll say, oh, you look so pretty today. And they'll go, oh, no, I don't. And this isn't right. And this, and
I have a hard time with that
accepting a
sometimes. Yeah, I do.
I just go, oh, thanks.
Yeah, Marlena's good with it. She's cute.
Because it's so hard because I try because I want to be like, well, actually. But I'm like, thanks.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so hard because I don't know how to be
hard.
like, oh my God, I love you. Thank you. I feel terrible about myself
But
today.
do you know where this comes
Yeah.
from? We're taught this thing called modesty. And it is a false concept. I want you to
It's so
eliminate
hard.
that. Eliminate modesty from your vocabulary. We do not have to be modest. We don't have to make ourselves smaller or be like, oh, shucks, No, you do not have, you have to have humility. You have to be humble.
But then people are like, oh, well, she just loves herself. If you're like, oh my
Right.
God, thank
Oh,
you.
yeah.
I thought I love this dress too. Like then people are like, oh, well, she just loves herself. Or like,
But that's, what if that's the truth? What if that's actually the truth? So what you say about yourself to other people, or if you stand next to somebody who's really fit and you go, oh, I'm not as fit as you. Okay, well, whether that's true or not, don't put it out into the world. So think about the way that you talk to yourself and about yourself should be the same way you talk to somebody that you love.
And then they're going to start talking to you about you like that if you start opening up that door and
if
allowing
it's the wrong
it.
person.
Yeah.
Sure. I have a friend.
Then they'll feel comfortable saying that stuff.
Well, yeah, because you open the door. But I have a friend that does retreats and she does this activity and it's brutal. She makes people write down things they don't like about themselves and she makes them stand in front of somebody else and read it to them like it's about them.
Oh.
Like, I don't like your butt is too big. Or I wish you were taller. And then she makes them go, your butt is too big. I wish you were taller. And all of a sudden you realize all those words have power.
Yeah. That's really good actually.
Yeah.
I never thought about it that way.
So think about how you're talking about yourself. Would you say that about somebody that you love?
Right.
Okay. Number 4, the way that you physically move through the world matters. Have you ever seen somebody that they're like making themselves smaller or they're shrinking themselves? I knew this one girl, she was beautiful. She was 6 feet tall, stunning. And she like had a hump in her back in her 20s. And it was because she had spent all of her life making herself
when I was
smaller.
heavy or back in the day, I used to not stand up as straight. Now I stand up straighter.
But do you ever find yourself before you walk in a room, you go,
I do.
Right?
I always try to
adjust
fix myself. I'm like, let me.
Yes.
Because I'm not like, I try to push away from the walls, if that makes sense. Because you know, some people that just stand on the side, don't really talk or look down the whole time. I try to be as outgoing as I can. And I'm like, let me just not be near it. I'll go say hi to people. I don't know.
But that's physical,
social.
Right? The way that you move your body, the way that you put yourself out there. And I think about it, the way you walk in a room determines sometimes how people treat you. If you creep into a room trying to be invisible and you go into the corner, you're going to get regarded that way.
Yeah.
But if you walk in, and I've learned this in my career when I take on a new patient, if I walk out to the waiting room and I go, hi, I'm Dr. Deborah, right? They're going to be like, this girl doesn't know anything.
I'm like, bye.
Right? But if I walk out there and I shake their hand and I say, hi, I'm Dr. Deb and I'm here to help you today.
So I saw a TikTok last year or whatever, and I feel like it really changed my perspective on things. And I know it sounds silly, but they were like, if you go into a bar and you're sitting there and you're on your phone, or any room that you walk in on your phone, they're like, that immediately just closes you off and doesn't make you seem open and more anxious or nervous. So every time I go into a place, I don't go on my phone. I keep it in my purse so I don't reach for it and I just kind of stand there. I look around. I try and be does that make sense?
It does.
More open. And if people talk to you, people working will come up and talk to you. If I go on a date, I'm like, let me not go on my phone. I'll just walk in and be confident. Even if you don't want to walk all the way across the bar, it feels like a mile walk.
But does it help you? Doesn't it help you to do that?
And I'm just
rather than diving into your phone. I was in a waiting room in a dentist office the other day and everybody's on their phone.
Everybody.
And I didn't want to be. And I put my phone down and then I'm going, are they looking at me like I'm weird? And then I went, no, I don't want to be on my phone.
Look more engaging and more welcoming because you seem more open to conversation.
Yeah, when you're not on your phone, people talk to you more.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you're sending a message. It's like AirPods, right? Everywhere you go, people have AirPods in. They're sending a message, don't talk to me and leave me alone. We send messages with our body to ourselves and to other people. So if you're building your self-esteem, I want you to pay very close attention to how do you physically walk in a room? Are your arms tight? Are you covering parts of your body?
Covering your arms makes you, I also saw a whole thing. That's my biggest thing is walking into a room, trying to be confident.
I go like this a lot of times if my arms get tired, if I'm talking to people for a long time, or I go like this to hide my nipples.
Well, if you're cold, that's just what you have
I
to
try
do.
to just be that's my big thing though. That's so funny you brought that up. I really try to be open when I go somewhere. Even if I'm pretending to look at art on the walls or read things, I'm really not. I'm just trying to look engaged in whatever else is there, not on my phone.
At least I raised a confident kid.
And it's not a social a fallback because some people just do it because they're socially awkward or need something to do, so
I was always socially awkward. I feel like the past few years I've definitely come out of my shell.
Be open.
Yeah.
But a lot of that is that you have to practice it, right? So if every single time you walk in a room and you try that, the first time it's going to be super awkward.
Right.
But after a while, that's just how you walk in a room.
Yeah.
And that's why I want people paying attention to their physicality because your physicality tells people things about you and that's how people will treat you. But it also tells you something in yourself. I have to be small.
Yeah.
I have to make myself invisible by looking at my phone. And we don't really have to do that. We have to take up space. There's another thing that's interesting where they talk about the amount of space between your arms and your body can dictate confidence. So if you're closed up, you're saying something, but if your arms are out and they're moving, that says something too. So
I'm a very talker, so it's good.
But that says that you're confident and expressive about what you're trying to communicate. This fly.
Here's this fly. Every show there's a good fly up here.
I think it's me.
No.
Okay. So number 5 and last one. Celebrate what you actually are and what you've actually done. Stop picking yourself apart. I know people that operate from a deficit-based mentality, which means they wake up and they think about all the things they don't have, all the things that they want and can't get, all the things that are wrong with them. And I want you instead to very much focus on the gratitude for what you do have, the work that you're doing to get better. And instead of waking up and going, my life is miserable, all these things are missing, and they might be, we all have things missing. I want you to wake up and go, I really feel good today. I felt like crap in the rain yesterday, but my body feels good today. I'm going to move today. Or, you know what? I didn't eat anything with sugar yesterday. Or I called somebody that I really didn't want to call back. Or I got done 3 things on my list. I want you focusing on the positives that you do instead of hyping up all of the negatives to remind yourself that you're not good enough.
Right.
And this is hard.
It is very hard.
It's very
like
hard.
I said, I've definitely gotten better with it. And sometimes in the morning time, I would say 5 days out of the week, I'll look in the mirror. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, my eyebrows look really good today. Or today, like my lips look really good. Or my hair looks good today. I just try just one positive thing about myself, even if it's something simple, but I feel like that sets my whole mindset for the day. Or instead of looking at like, I don't know, like this employee didn't show up today and I got to double up on their work. I'll just bust my ass. I'll just do the work and put a smile on and get it done with. I've just been sort of having that mentality, and it just helps me, I think, just get along better in my day and just feel good about myself. It's little as it is, but it helps me. So,
because a lot of us get trapped in feeling like victims.
Oh yeah.
Right? And we're not victims. We're not victims of anything.
Yep.
And I mean, we can be a victim in a moment.
We're victims of love.
We're victims of love. But we can be a victim in a moment of something, but not a victim long term.
Or they're the ones that like compare themselves to people, but then sometimes I'm like, maybe you need to put in a little bit more effort. Like if you see a girl and you're like, oh, look at her, she's all put together with like earrings, a matching set, like her hair's done. Well, she took the time for herself that morning, even if she's just going to the grocery store. And sometimes instead of comparing yourself or being like, oh, look at her, maybe take the time in your morning to like do a matching set or like a matching bra and thong will do it for me. I'll be like, I'm put together. You know what I mean? But it'll make you feel better and just do little things in the morning to make yourself just feel better walking out the door. Because I think how you look is how you feel.
Well, it is. It's a reminder of who you are. That's why I love clothes and the way we express ourselves with clothes and makeup and hair.
Yeah.
Because when you're wearing something and you know how it feels when you're wearing something really good, and it's like, oh, this is me.
And you can do that every day. It doesn't, it's not that hard. Even if you just get like a regular t-shirt and jeans, but like do your makeup and hair.
Throw on a little necklace. I throw on
yeah.
a necklace with a lot of my t-shirts.
I love having my
just,
jewelry and like ching, ching, ching.
And it don't have to be nothing expensive. I shop at the Target and the Walmart. And like I said, you can, you know, I also shop at Anthropologie and Free People, but you can mix it up.
Amazon has really good basics. Like if you go on like an Amazon basics, so good.
They have a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
So I think it's all about the idea that we get parented by our parents, right? And then you, when you grow up, you have to parent yourself and you are in charge of yourself. So in that, what is the way that you're parenting yourself, right? I always say a good parent should be 2 things, kind and firm. So I want you to be kind and firm to yourself in the right balance, right? Think about when you have 2 parents that are really good parents. You have somebody that maybe leans toward the kind, somebody that leans toward the firm, but you need both of those voices because that's how you form who you are,
You just
right?
described me with my kids. That's amazing.
Which one are you?
Both. I'm kind and I'm firm. As soon as we're done here, you're going to mop this damn cafe.
Well, you know, I was just thinking about like parenting something I like. So my friend does this with her daughter. She builds them up to be like, if you're like, Adriana, you look so beautiful today. She'll be like, I know. Thank you so much. Like, she's just so confident. I don't like when parents will be like, oh my God, I look so fat today. Or these jeans look, because your daughters or your sons are going to absorb that. And then they're going to start viewing themselves.
I never said
and
fat
that's
with
what
my kids.
Like, I just feel like that's like a bad word around your kids. Like it's the ultimate F word. You know what I mean? And you don't want them
I've never done that with my, I've never like, now that I'm older, a couple times I might say things. When my kids were little, when I was really heavy, I never said fat in my house.
If you
my
build
husband
them
was
up-
heavy and it just, we are who we are. My son's a little heavy. I will never say that word to him. I think he's perfect. So to each his own.
Like building up your kid before they walk out the door. Like, you look so cute for school today. Like if your son looks cute, like, oh my gosh, I love your jacket. Love what you did with your hair today. Like
I let my kids
little
know all
things
the
like
time.
that.
I tease Toots all the time because that's like our
It's
thing we
different.
do.
Right,
that's my
right.
TikTok. That's everything. But I think that my husband and we've raised 2 good kids. They're both confident. Obviously, look at this thing.
She's doing okay.
Just kidding. I know.
I'm just
She's doing
talkative.
good. Yeah. My son's pretty confident too. He's a bad man pajama. What's that song?
But that means that you got the balance right? You got the kind and the firm. Because you don't just want to be so kind that people just think that they're impeccable, but kindness and firmness. So I want you to think about all these things we talked about today. It's about you being kind to yourself, but also being firm with yourself. Like you said, if you're picking on somebody because you think they have on all the makeup and they think they're all that, well, is that because you want to be that way? Then maybe you need to be that way if that's what you really want. But you also have to be kind to yourself and go, maybe I can't afford that look right now. So kindness and firmness in yourself with your voice is how you improve your self-esteem.
That was beautiful. Before we say goodbye to you, Dr. Deborah Brown, does everybody have their thought of the day?
Oh my God,
sure
hold
do.
on.
All right, we'll let you go first.
I get to go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Wait, guys, wait. Hold on. I'm finding mine. I have it here somewhere.
All right, God, you're good.
Okay, so my thought of the day is do something today that your future self will thank you for.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, and it went with the whole topic. How wonderful.
Yeah,
I love
That's
that.
really good.
Let me get mine that I've prepared for and that I'm ready.
Okay, I have.
Don't be pushed around by the fears in your mind. Be led by the dreams in your heart.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's
I wrote
beautiful.
that. Just kidding. Roy Bennett did.
Wow.
That was very appropriate.
Thanks.
Okay, mine is you're her, act like it.
Ooh.
Just like a
Wow.
little.
That's where we
Sassy.
started. Don't forget who the hell you are. That's
She's
what this is all
sassy.
about.
So Dr. Deborah Brown, tell people where we can reach you or our fans can reach you on social media.
You can find my podcast. It's My Session with Dr. Deborah Brown. It's on all the same places you are, YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, all the things.
Nice.
And then we are Brownstone Center in Northfield, New Jersey, telehealth and in-person therapy throughout New Jersey. And individuals, couples, families, everybody needs therapy.
I love
Stop
it.
I like the
by.
telehealth idea. I feel like that's just
Yeah.
so good for people.
It is so much easier
I do
for
telehealth.
people.
I love it with Colleen. Hey, girl.
Oh,
I don't know if she watched. She probably don't watch, but hey, girl.
We'll have to give her a shout out.
And thank you again for watching Boss Babe Brews. We appreciate each and every one of you. And the same thing, you can reach us on all your favorite social media platforms that you listen to your podcast
and we're on Instagram now.
Yeah, we have our own Instagram page. I have like 53 followers. So if you guys start to follow, it'd be
one.
nice. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Thank you again. See you next time.
This has been Boss Babe Brews, hosted by Valerie and Marlena Robinson, recorded at Hens and Honey Shop in Swedesboro, New Jersey, and produced by Breakdown Media. Follow Hens and Honey on Instagram and TikTok for more, and make sure you subscribe to get new episodes every Friday.